Yo, it's the Fair Gamer Show. What's going on? What's up, Pete? Just riding back, dropping off people, doing my thing. Just riding in Chicago, man, and I'm thinking, what's up with all these kids struggling out here, man? It really hits home with me too, because working with kids all the time and dealing with the different levels of hurt these teens go through and hurt these kids go through. It's just tough to deal with. You got kids who could be that they're constantly diagnosing with all kinds of learning problems, medical problems, mental issues. And we, back in the day, we had not a mental issue. If we had a problem where it could be solved, mamas were solving that problem. Wow, man, I'm better. You straighten up. Oh, no, I never felt this good before. Parents taught you how to be responsible. They taught you how to clean up your room. They taught you how to help clean and eat and learn how to do all this stuff. Now we have kids that's codependent on their parents. And I know, kids didn't ask to be here at all. They didn't. We bring them into this world, and then we supposed to say, go? Like throw them off like with birds. They throw the bird off the tree, and then the bird's supposed to start flying. You can't go that hard nowadays. It's a more delicate situation. What I'm looking at now is, with these kids, man, we got to empower them. We got to encourage them. We have to make it a basis and an emphasis. Excuse me if I'm looking all over the place. I'm actually driving. This camera is stationary. I'm not holding it, so just letting everybody know. We have to have a base of teaching these kids nowadays, look, we love you. We're there for you. We care. Because what we're getting at now is, in this world, is we have kids that's stuck to the phones. They are stuck to the television. They're learning things at a faster rate in there. Remember, back in the day, they used to always say, and I know they still say it now, the kid's mind is like a sponge. They soak up everything, all the information that's being passed. I'll give you an example. I'm playing a video game. Fair gamer, should be playing one. I'm playing a video game. It's called Yakuza. It's in Japanese. It has subtitles, and the words come across the screen. I have a 4-year-old. My baby is smart. She's very smart. But I'm looking down. I had just cleared a stage, or I just did something, and the lady was thanking the character that I had on the game. And she said, how could I ever thank you? Now, that's what it said. That's what the word said. But I'm looking down for a second. I'm looking at my controller, and my daughter says, how can I ever thank you? I'm like, how can I ever thank you? What do you mean? I look up on the screen. That's what it says. How can I ever thank you? It's a 4-year-old. I'm talking about, she read it just like it wasn't nothing. But she reads everything like that because television, technology, Google, YouTube, all this stuff now, these kids are getting it at a faster rate. So they're developing faster in the mind. But that's a dangerous thing as well, because it's a great thing that they're getting smarter and they're learning technology. They can take your phone and swipe it and know all that stuff. But it's a dangerous thing because back in the day, what we had to do if we had to do an essay, or we had to do a book report, we had to go to the library, man. We had to go to the library. We had to know the Dewey Decimal System to get our books. Do you remember the Dewey Decimal System? See, I'm going way back. I know my peeps, my 80s peeps, know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we got that going on. So now they have Google right at their fingertips, so the information is bam, bam, bam. They can figure out anything with Google. So it's taking the learning out of these kids, and then you have to think about how fast the information is coming to them now. Then you think about the respect level now. Kids don't have a filter anymore because they're so advanced with what they're learning and the things they're learning. If we still don't put our parenting methods, our ethical and our moral values with our kids, you're gonna lose them early. You have to do this with your kids now at 2 years old. Maybe from the womb when they get out. Hey, don't be crying all day. You're probably gonna be doing that because it's a situation where you're dealing with it now, as to where you have a teenager. A lot of people don't think about it like this, but I tend to think about it like this, especially in Chicago. Kids look for structure. They look for things to be in order. They will follow you. They will run through a wall with you if you have structure. If you have something that's good to them, and that it can be a lot of kids together and it's organized, it always works. It always works. So, in a crazy way, gangs are structured. I don't know if people think of it like that, but gangs are structured. So kids will tend to lean that way because if they're not getting love at home and they're not getting love anywhere else, they will find it in the oddest and strangest places. And it's not our fault. But as parents, yes, it is. It's not your fault that your kid, okay, let me put it like this. If you instill all your morals and values on your kids before they even know what a gang is, trust me, they'll make a decision that's worthy of what they do. Now, you as a parent, do you feel you're doing the best job for your kids? Do you feel that you're doing your absolutely best to make sure that your kid grows up and be a productive human being? Because right now, I'm seeing a lot of F's on these report cards for parents, man. I'm seeing a lot of kids that's not mannered, that's not well-versed, that doesn't, like, if you have a conversation with them and you say the slightest word, like if this a 17-year-old and you're having a talk with them and you say a word that's out of their vocabulary, what you mean? I don't know what that means. That's scary, because is the educational system failing them? Are we failing them? Like, me dealing with kids every day and working with kids every day, sometimes it hurts me because I see these kids that need medication, that need love, you can see it in their eyes, man. It hurts because I'm talking about kids in general. I'm not talking about kids I work around, because every kid has their own thing. I'm just saying that it hurts sometimes because you look and see in that child, even if they're 17 or 18, that they're missing that love, that they're missing that joy, that they're missing that growth, that they're missing that man in their life, that positive role model. They're missing that mother that's not there all the time. And let me say this, let me be clear with what I'm saying too. It's a lot of mothers and fathers out there that's hard working, that go to work every day, and their kids are raised by the TV. And we can't blame these parents for wanting to provide for their kids. Kids are well-dressed, Jordans, all that. They got everything they want. But the love, the I'm there for you, the upbringing, the respect teaching, all that stuff has to go hand in hand. I can't look at my child's report card and say, oh, you got an F. Here go a nice pair of Air Force Ones. No, it doesn't work like that. We're so into, my kid got this. You talking about what they got, but he can't spell. He got Air Force Ones, but he can't spell Air Force Ones. You got parents walking out here, they stylish, they dress, they got everything, man. They got Gucci, Lucci, Poochie. They got all kinds of brand name everything. And the problem with that is your kid walking around bummier than you. How does that work? Your kid is bummier than you. You get your hair whipped, get your hair dipped. Your child, your daughter has toe off. Do we understand these things? do we notice that it's the little things in life, man? We got to start caring more about our kids, dude. They the future, whether we help it or not. Man, remember Whitney Houston, I believe the children are our future? That is true. Because, like with me, I love my kids to death. Do anything, I run through a wall for them. But they're going to have respect. They're going to say yes, sir, no, sir. They're going to say please. They're going to say thank you. They're going to say you're welcome. When you sneeze, they say bless you. They're going to say everything they're supposed to say. And my thing is this. You have to look within yourself and say, am I doing the job? Am I raising my kids right? Am I doing the right things? Am I the person that I'm supposed to be every day to my child? Think about that. Look at your child. Tell them you love them, man. It doesn't hurt, man. It's like nowadays, man, it's like, get out my face. Go watch TV. Like, dude, sometimes, okay, you tired, you at home, the kid all in your face, I love you, love you, love you. They love you. They just want it back. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm hitting home with somebody up in here. I know I'm hitting home with somebody, and somebody is feeling what I'm saying. But I'm going to go ahead and drive on Lakeshore Drive, man. Look at this beautiful view out here, man. And get to the crib. I just wanted to break that down, man, and send that shout out to all the parents that's doing the job, man. If you're doing the job, man, this video is not for you. If you're not doing the job, man, it's still room for improvement. Still latch on to your kids. Still tell them you love them, man. And look, God has a lot to do with it, man. You got to believe in the Lord, man. You can't sit up here, man, and not have any inkling of Christ and God in your heart towards your kids, man. You got to pray for your kids, man. You got to teach them that it's a higher power. It's a higher power. Like, I'll tell my kids, hey, if you think nobody else in the world loves you, God love you. Jesus Christ love you, man. You know, think of it like that, and then you can move on. You can be better. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video off, man. I'm talking a little bit too much, but when I talk about kids, man, I have passion because I work around them, man. And you know, it's tough out here, man. And these kids need us. They really do need us, man. And we gotta step up, and we gotta be the people we are. We gotta get past our failures and our anguish and our pain and our failure, and think about it. This kid didn't ask to be here, man, but we got to push and pull together to make sure they all successful. So, man, love y'all, man. Peace out.